Good morning, guys. So welcome to another edition of Gavin's Good News Vlog, and yeah, it's bright and early here in Mauritius, pre 7 AM. So I don't know what I'm doing up at this time. My jet lag is all over the shop. But yeah, thank you very much indeed for being with us today. This is a sort of motivational edition of the Gavin's Good News Vlog, and it's about how to grow your social media profile on platforms, primarily Instagram. And I've been doing a lot of reading about this recently, a lot of like research into how it's done. I totally didn't take into account the humidity at this time of the morning, so it's probably looking really blurry now. Yeah, the lens, I've got this brand new camera, and like the lens on it is just steaming up like anything here. The moment you step out of your room, it's beautiful here though. I mean, just look at this. I thought it'd be a good time to do it out here now, just having a bit of a reflection and think about how the best way to go about it is really. First one I think that's probably best is to just be authentic, really. Be your authentic self, be your real self, not to try and, you know, fool anyone, and not to try and you know, be anything other than what you are. I think as a brand, as a person, as a personality. Oh yeah, consistency is a huge one. So, you know, these algorithms really do take over your life, don't they? They sort of force you to post multiple times a day. Getting some sort of like service that helps you do that is probably a wise thing. That's going to cost money, isn't it? So I guess planning kind of what you're going to post, when you're going to post it, you know, doing that multiple times a day, it's a full-time job, isn't it? Bloody hell. But yeah, I guess, you know, if you can't post every day, then don't post every day. I think that's probably the best advice I would shout for. I'm gonna have a sit down, I think. I'm gonna have a sit down. So yeah, consistency, as I was saying, is another good one. I also think that probably, you know, finding your niche. Finding your niche is also really important too. That the niche is the most important thing that I reckon that, you know, you can kind of discover really on the platforms, because the better the niche you have, the more focused it is, and the more relevant it is. That's what's going to drive people to kind of look at what your content's all about. So say for example it's travel, like this place would just be the ultimate inspiration for travel, or if it's lifestyle, if it's fashion. But also, you know, double niching is just as important. Niching down and you know, finding your subcategories within those general themes is super important too. I have got so many mosquito bites on me, it's unreal. Like all over my legs, they're just plastered in mosquito bites. Oh my word, it is so humid here, it's unreal. I apologise if this is coming to you in a rather steamy way. It looks like I'm in a steam room, but does feel like you are in some sort of kind of environment where, like a hammam sauna or something like that, or where it's just, you know, humid as heck. But it's I didn't anticipate it being so humid this early, to be honest. Digressing massively. Yeah, double niching down on your theme is really important. What is it within travel that, you know, people want to know about? Is it sort of budget travel? Is it like luxury travel? How's travel in the most economical way? Is it traveling with kids? What's the best sort of way to do that? I mean, there's so many like angles you can kind of figure out what it is that you talk about, and it's fascinating how that arena has developed now. Now my one is very much more about how sort of lifestyle works and what kind of is the, you know, thing that I'm up to at that moment in time, and it's very much about sort of men's lifestyle, men's fashion, men's travel, that kind of thing. But also it's just showing personality as well, just trying to be myself in various places and doing things where you know, you kind of have fun and showcase a different side to kind of what people might see you as, in terms of like being a public profile. So I think that it's good to be positive and upbeat on these platforms, and I want to try and make mine more motivational and more positive and more career focused, really, for aspiring people wanting to sort of break into competitive creative careers. I hope that does have an effect and does make a difference to people. Kind of a tough working environment these days, and to carve out like a, you know, professional career and be motivated with it and to stick at it as well is you know, it's hard. People have multiple careers, I think, these days, and multiple jobs before they're 25. So it's important to kind of figure out that focus. The other one I think that's really important as well is to kind of get an on-brand feel and look for your platform. So whether that is through a filter, whether that's through typography, whether that is through a certain way you shoot things. You know, I use Joe Wicks as a good example of that. I mean, the way he crafted his niche is by sort of making that quick, easy, free content for recipes, and it was just kind of gold at the time. So if you can kind of come up with a treatment plan or an idea or something that it's sun, like it feels like it's the afternoon here, but it's actually just breaking. The dawn is just breaking, so it's crazy. Yeah, I think it's really important to figure out what your brand is and what you wish to do with it, and how you want it to look, how you want it to come across. Do you want it to be comedy oriented? Do you want it to be factual oriented? Do you want it to push like a message, or are you selling something? It's really important to kind of figure that out, I think, just so you have like an end point and like a call out. Value, 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 and then you ask for something, or you ask for people to follow you, you ask for people to subscribe to a platform, ask people to go to a link, ask people to visit a website. There's so many ways you can drive people to do what you want on there. And essentially that's what I think a lot of this social media game is really. It's asking people to do stuff for you. Yeah, slightly selfish, and people come across in selfish ways on there. But I reckon that if you can get your brand into a way that gives people something, shows people that it's worth it to follow you, then that's the main crux of it really. So authenticity, niching down, being consistent, having a strong brand, and being yourself and showcasing a really nice personality, or a personality that I think that people can identify with. Doesn't matter what that is, as long as people can, I think, identify with it. It's a tough one, but it's a good game to crack. So right, I'm gonna go for a little walk now, I think, and then probably go to the gym in a bit, I reckon, as well. Yeah, this beach is just sublime. It's nice coming out here when there's hardly anyone around, because it gets quite busy around here in the afternoons, as you can imagine. Hit the gym, check out more of the hotel. The grounds here are really, really big, and then probably have a bit of a chill out, I reckon, today. But yeah, this has been Gavin's Good News vlog. Thank you very much indeed for watching. As ever, do like, subscribe, follow, hit the notifications bell. See, I'm just asking people to do stuff, and I don't know whether it works or not. But yeah, it's been a pleasure being with you today. Thank you so much, and I will see you again next time. Stay positive, keep happy. I'm off for a run, yeah, in this nice humidity.